Have you ever had a moment in your life where you were trying to be strong and trying to do something and kind of being stubborn about it, only to eventually find yourself in total frustration and weakness, and then find out it was the weakness that actually opened the door to getting you to a better place? One time, many, many years ago, when I was working at a ranch, the Ponderosa Ranch, the foreman of the ranch gave me a task. It was a pretty hard physical labor task, and it was kind of separated and isolated from the rest of the ranch. And so I was on my own for actually several hours. And while I was doing this task, I was really struggling. And at multiple times, some of my own colleagues happened by and they kind of said, hey, you might want to try it differently. It might work better. And I was stubborn about it. And I was like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to do it this way, and I'm just going to work hard. Well, eventually, I was so frustrated, and I was so sore, and my hands were actually blistered and bleeding, and I was in such a difficult spot. All of a sudden, the foreman came by, and I thought, I'm going to be in so much trouble. But instead of coming down on me, he looked at me, and he looked at my hands, and he kind of laughed, and he said, listen, let me show you how to do this in a way that you're going to find a lot easier. And he showed me, and in that moment, it was like, I felt like simultaneously like an idiot and relieved that actually there was a better way. But I couldn't get to that better way until I was willing to acknowledge my weakness. I think that there's a great spiritual lesson in that. And we're going to explore that this week as we look at Paul in his letter to the Corinthian church, where he says, when I am weak, then I am strong. There's a great paradox there that can actually free us as people and as followers of Jesus Christ.